I'm Dr. Lindsay Dirringer, coming from Bottoms Up, Pelvic Floor Physical Therapy in Oregon City, Oregon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm totally new to this space. This is an endeavor for me that is a little uncomfortable, so I'm excited that you're going to join with me. As we enter this season of fall, which by the way, feels like this year, it just smacked me in the face. I just looked outside one day and it was fall. And right before that, it had been summer, and I don't know what happened. I love it in a way, because in fall, I feel like curling up with a book or a hot cup of tea, sewing, being indoors. It feels like freedom to stay in and just take care of myself. And at the same time, kids are back in school and deadlines for the end of the year are approaching. And if you run a business like me, you're thinking about the fiscal year or like goals for next year, and that's also stressful. And I really like the first fall option so much more than the second fall option. So one of the first things that I wanted to share with you guys is a strategy that we can all use to stay more in the first place than the second, as we enter this like stressful and also beautiful and calm season. So I want to talk to you about breathing today. We can breathe into our whole bodies, and one of the greatest benefits for that is the way that it balances your nervous system. So if you'll join me on the floor. So when we take these breaths, we want to use up the whole lung. And one of the ways that we do that is with diaphragmatic breathing. The diaphragm is at the bottom of your rib cage, and it makes the bottom of your lungs. And it makes this upside down bowl. When you inhale into the bottoms of your lungs, the diaphragm comes down, and when it comes down, all of this needs a place to go. So your belly comes up and out and back, and your pelvic floor, in order to make space and keep your pressure the same, that's going to go down. So I'm going to imagine a water pitcher, and I'm going to start this breath by filling my water pitcher from the bottom. It's going to look like this. You'll notice that on my exhale, I emptied my water pitcher. And when you pour that water pitcher out, it empties from the top down. So I emptied up here, and then I used up all this space to collapse and fold in. And that's how I got all of my air out, most of it. One of the things that everybody out there should be thinking about is how they're making that space in their belly. So if you're breathing into your belly at the expense of your back, it's not good for your pelvis. We really don't want to see that. And it would look like this. My pelvis spills forward, my ribs open up this way, all this space under my back. I could get a whole arm under there. It just is moving my tension from up here, where I'm all stressed out, to down here, now where I'm all stressed out, and it's not better. So we want to use that space. We don't want to hold in that space. So if you feel when you're doing this breathing, like you hit a brick wall and you just can't get a breath, or like you're holding in your back and you can't quite figure out how to let that go, or you can't even feel your pelvic floor, those would all be great reasons to get in touch. You can see my website at www.bottomsuppt.com. I'm going to try to be back here once a month or so, offering you guys tips and tricks and things that are feeling good for my body at whatever season and whatever time. And if you love them, then great. So you can join us here. You can check out my website. You can give my office a call, Bottoms Up PT in Oregon City. We'd love to hear from you.